Why a Solana treasury company in a world where Bitcoin treasury companies obviously became exceptionally popular, clearly on the heels of what strategy or MicroStrategy has pulled off over the years?
I'd say I was a little skeptical of digital asset treasury companies a few months ago. I've come around for a bunch of reasons. The most important of which is, look, Bitcoin digital asset treasuries don't do anything other than financial engineering. They just lever up and buy Bitcoin. With Solana, there's actually an opportunity to build the future. SEC Chairman Paul Atkins gave a speech about 7 weeks ago or so, and he announced Project Crypto to the 4,000 employees at the SEC, and he said, hey guys, we need to move US securities markets on chain. Someone has to be first to do all of these things, and we are in a better position to move faster and be more nimble than Galaxy, Coinbase, or anyone else.
You were able to buy Solana very, very quickly. So actually, I think that the market was not expecting that it was going to be all cash when you raised over $1.6 billion. You announced that it was cash and you bought $1.5-ish billion worth of Solana immediately. How are you able to do that when a lot of these Bitcoin treasury companies clearly have not? They announced, the stocks went up massively and kind of sat waiting for regulatory approval, it seems like, before they could buy anything.
I mean, we did an all-cash deal, which did not require shareholder approval. NASDAQ has been making it difficult to come in with partial or fully in kind. And so we said, okay, that's fine. Like, we'll just come in cash because we believe in what we're doing. Most notably, if you look at the Hyperliquid DAT, the one that Paradigm seeded, that transaction has not closed, and I don't think it's going to close until maybe November. All of these treasury companies are, in a very literal sense, publicly traded permanent capital vehicles. It looks like I think there's probably 20 or 25 DATs already out today, something like that. That number's going to get closer to maybe 40, maybe even upwards of 50. We'll see. The market is not going to sustain 50 independent DATs 2 years from now. I was in DC earlier this week meeting with members of Congress to that extent, and I feel pretty good about where things are. There's been some disagreement, but I think the issues are being resolved, and I think we're going to get the Clarity Act passed before the end of this calendar year. I think we're going to have Solana staking ETFs around October 1st.
If you show the example, this can be done, you force the Robin Hoods of the world to connect to Solana to do this, do we start seeing every stock effectively being forced to come on chain?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, look, Robinhood has been very clear they wanted to tokenize more things. Larry Fink obviously said this for BlackRock. Brian Armstrong has been talking about this. Arjun from Kraken has been talking about this. We know all of these people want to do this. Our existence just makes it a little easier and a little faster for them to do what they otherwise were going to try and do. The fact that people think that Ethereum is the institutional chain is because bag holders on Twitter shill that narrative because it's the only bullshit that they can come up with. The only thing in which Ethereum has the lead on is like a checkbox from the regulators with regards to Solana is ETF. Solana is going to solve that problem in the next 2 weeks, so they'll be on the same playing field as a legal matter. The flip side is, well, we just passed Genius. I think we're going to pass Clarity here pretty shortly. We have Project Crypto, but like every major bank is going to be involved in crypto in the next 24 months in some capacity. You're going to see big moves out of all of the payments companies. You're going to see big moves out of all of the asset managers on Wall Street and all the banks on Wall Street.